Okay, let's take a look inside kind of the sump working area on the machine. So you can see I have a block in here. This is a ZF 6HP block along with a solenoid in there. And you can see this is how the block is normally placed in the machine. There's these two studs that the block slides over and it goes down into the machine. Obviously, I pointed out before we have it labeled front on the block. So you can see this goes towards the front of the machine. There's this bar that comes over and kind of holds the solenoid down. This bar is made of plastic and it's got these two nuts on here that lock on and hold the bar in place, keep it from moving once we apply pressure to it. This here is the dedicated plug for this particular block that plugs into the solenoid. This goes to this little adapter plug. So this is the plug that comes out of the machine that supplies electricity to the solenoid, and then the specific ones plug into here to go into the solenoid itself, or we have those generic ones that I had pointed out earlier. As far as the machine goes, here is where our input pressure from our pump comes out, routes into the block here. These are just quick connects. Then the output pressure from the solenoid, so as we regulate the current to the solenoid and we see that output pressure raise and fall, that comes out of this one and is measured in a transducer in the machine. The other thing we have here is this here is a dump valve, and what this allows us to do is take some of that hot oil from the reservoir and dump it on the solenoid itself. So not only are we pumping hot oil into the inside of the solenoid, we can also dump hot oil onto the outside of the solenoid, and that way we can get that solenoid up to the test temperature that we want fairly quickly and kind of hold it uniform. So that's kind of the working area. Inside here, you can see this is all like a chrome steel that's in here, so very durable. All the fluid runs underneath this plate here and drains into the reservoir down below, and that's just a small little area there that does that, so you're not going to worry about any solenoids falling down in there or anything like that. So, but a nice open, plenty of space to work in here. I've worked on other machines that were hard to get in at, and you felt like you were almost claustrophobic working into them. But this is a really nice work area, a very large, easy to work with. The other thing is the door on this machine. It's got this plastic that's machined to kind of help catch any oil splashing around in here to keep it from coming out. So when you have this door closed, and it's a very sturdy door, so very nice top on the machine here. So you close that up, that area is pretty well contained. You're not going to have to worry about any oil coming out, even if the solenoid is spraying in any way, shape, or form, which ones that aren't functioning properly sometimes do. So, but that's kind of, yeah, the work area in the machine. So that's how the blocks go in there. And that's about it with that. So let's move on to the last thing about the machine.